All right, Shalom. This is Khanak Sa'an Ban Yasharala from the GMS Lions Den Camp. Want to give all glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakak Kodash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and in truth. All right. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe on the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I'm just going to do a real quick, brief topic dealing with the women, a little bit of encouragement for the ones that believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Um, just keep up the faith, man. I know it's a constant struggle for women too, not only men, but a constant trouble for women. All right, and if you think about it, women, you should also understand that in the eyes of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, the men of Israel appear to Him as women because we are the weaker vessel. He honors us as the weaker vessels and give glory unto us as well. The women, as a weaker vessel to the men. All right, so the glory of a man is his woman, according to the scriptures. That's also talking about wisdom, because wisdom is referred to as a woman, and but at the end of the day, we all go through our constant struggles, and women got to understand the reason why the men act the way they do, the true men of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Right, you got a lot of people out here like, fuck the nigga woman, the woman ain't shit, you ain't shit, the nigga bitch, and all that other kind of stuff. But that, at the end of the day, somebody could say the same thing about you because according to the book of Hosea, that's the feelings that Yahweh had towards the children, the men of Israel, because we were going off and worshiping idols and stuff. We chose to follow behind women instead of following behind the word of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. I just want to get a couple scriptures just explaining, the situation, like if you're in a relationship or something in the truth. All right. It's not all about sit down and shut the hell up, this, that, and the third. All right. A woman also has to know her place also, though. So I'm going to just get a couple scriptures and hopefully it's edifying and uplifting and it serves its purpose. This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord said, and Yahweh said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate for him. Make a helpmate for him. All right. So he made us a helpmate. All right, to a servant, women are supposed to be a servant to, just like how we're supposed to be a servant to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There's nothing wrong with serving what you love, serving someone you love. We serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as the women are supposed to serve us. All right, if you really love a man of the Lord, it's honorable, and it is an honorable thing to serve a man of the Lord. If you're a true man of the Lord, all right, I'm gonna get scriptures talking about that. All right. So basically, he put a woman here for as a helper, keep up around the house as a companion, someone to talk to. Women make you feel good. There's nothing wrong with that. So, but as women, you got to understand your role. You can't if you have a man that's in the truth and he's out there facing the battles of the world, fighting the good fight of faith. He's your ticket into the kingdom. So when he gets home, he has to deal with the things on a daily basis, dealing with this world and fighting the battle for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. He shouldn't have to fight another battle when he gets home. All right, you got to understand the women. To the women, understand that the men are so strict because of compassion and love. Because love is order. If a man really loves you, in a sense, he's gonna deal with you according to these scriptures, according to these commandments. So anything he sees that you're doing wrong, you're going off on, he's gonna get on your ass because he's supposed to, because he loves you, whether you get mad or not. If a man is selfish, that's when a man caters to a woman because he's trying to please a woman because he doesn't want to displease her because there's a chance she might leave. So he's willing to do whatever it takes to please this woman, even if pleasing her could put her in danger. By giving a woman everything she wants and not trying to order her footsteps right according to these scriptures and give her guidance as a man is supposed to do. If you're a coward and you're no good to the woman, all right. All right, we're set up to be judges, assert the law. All right, show the act of faith. So that's what we're set up to do as men of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so if a man is selfish and only think about himself, he's going to do whatever it takes to keep that woman around. But a true man of the Lord, he's going to do whatever it takes to keep that woman right. because you got to understand the woman is the reason why the woman was in transgression. All right, and Adam transgressed because of the woman. All right, let me get Slack in my computer. This is First Peter 3:1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. All right, while they behold your chaste convers while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, and that's a conversation that you should have with your husband or a dude you're dealing with in the truth. You don't be aggressive with a man of the Lord. The Most High will destroy you for that. All right. If you become a plague of a mind, you know, of to a man of the Lord, and he's doing the Most High's work, and as he's doing his work, he's constantly concerned because you're out of order. The Most High will take you out of the picture. He doesn't need anything like that dealing with his prophets, his men of the Lord. Okay. This is Sirach 25:13. It says, "Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart." And the word "heart" is la'ab, which means your mind. So, like I think it's Solomon wrote this. It says, "Give me any plague, but a plague of the mind." All right, and it says, "And any wickedness, but the wickedness of the woman." All right, because the wickedness of a woman is worse than death. All right, it's the worst wickedness is the wickedness of a woman. All right, so y'all women have to understand, you know, things are tough in this situation. All right, and the men deal with the things on a regular basis with this word dealing with the devil. And you got to understand the closest thing, the only way to get to a man of the Lord is through his woman. All right, if he doesn't have a woman, the devil tries to play with his mind. All right, it says, "And any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman." All right, and that's the key. You got to make sure y'all women have to examine yourselves according to these scriptures and make sure you're not being wicked. All right, so you can have a peaceful relationship in the truth. All right, there's no reason for you to argue about money. No reason for you to argue about anything that's concerning this world, because all this shit belongs to the devil. So why should we have to have an argument over it? It doesn't make any sense. All right. It says the wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when she heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. All the wickedness is but little to the wickedness of the woman. It says all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So basically, all right, basically, a wicked woman needs to be given over to a wicked man. So that's eventually, if you're wicked and you're dealing with a man of the Lord, eventually, if that man doesn't push you out of the picture and keep it moving, eventually the Most High is going to remove you out of the picture. All right. So this is First Peter 3:2. It says, "While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting of the hair and of wearing of gold and putting on of apparel." All right, that's not where your beauty comes from. Women nowadays, that's where they feel. That's what makes them feel secure, the outward appearance. But you have to fix yourself inside to be a Fuck you. The adorning must come from outside, not inside. I mean inside, not outside. Slakia. It says this is First Peter 3:4. It says, "Let it be the hidden man of the heart in that which is corruption, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahweh of great price." All right. For after this the manner of old time, the holy women also who trusted in Yahweh adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husband, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are. So you have to model yourself after Sarah, and that's a good example to be. Sarah, Deborah. These are holy and righteous women, you know, and these are examples that you women can use in order to correct yourselves. Just go to the scriptures. Believe your husband. If your husband is guiding you and according to this word, man, you better stand by his side. For one, because he's your ticket out of here. For two, if you become a thorn in his side, the Most High will judge you for that. All right. You should be happy. You should be happy that you have a man of the Lord that's going out there on the highways and byways pushing his truth. The only time you should be up in question is if you have a husband and he stopped doing the work. Or you have a boyfriend in the truth and he stopped doing the work. Then you're going to ask questions. Then you're going to be like, hey, you all right? What's going on? All right. It says, even as, this is 1 Peter 3 and 6, it says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as you do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto his wife and as unto a weaker vessel. And we understand that the women are weaker vessels, all right? And it said deal with them with knowledge. So your man is going to build you up in the truth. Your man is going to solidify that spirit, help you build up your faith. That's his purpose. All right. That's the purpose of the men of Israel, to go out there and do this for all of Israel, for them to turn back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And you know, and if you women, the women out there that don't have a husband or don't have a boyfriend or anything in the truth, just keep praying. All right. Just keep praying. Just keep it pushing. Just keep believing in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. He will, if you're one of his, because there are elect women. If you're one of his elect, he'll find a way for you to get out of here. All right. He'll put you with, a righteous man to help you, It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor to the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. All right. It says, finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion on one of another. Love as brethren, be pitiful and courteous. All right, not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrariwise, blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing. All right, y'all can inherit that blessing together. All right, so you shouldn't be doing anything to disrupt the path of a righteous man of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You being women of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You should know how to conduct yourself when you're around a man of God. All right, because and you think about it, you should be blessed, because in that day he said he shall make a man. He shall make a man a hiding place from the destruction. Roughly paraphrasing in Isaiah, I think. He said a man shall be a hiding place from the tempest. All right, if I said it right. But yeah, so it's a blessing to be involved with the man of the Lord. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. All right, so we're set up to be lords over the women, but not dictators, because Yahweh Shai is not a dictator unto us. He's compassionate unto us. He deals with us according to these scriptures, according to the word, to help build up our faith. And he gives us the Holy Spirit, and we pass this along to the women and the children. Okay. It says, every man praying or prophesying and having his head covered dishonoreth his head, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. All right. So when you out here and you get mad at your man or whatever, and you say shit out your mouth like, man, I don't need this. I don't need him. Fuck this. Da 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 da. You're taking your head. So now you're walking around there with a body without a head, no guidance. Then you're going to be having itching ears, ready to fall, ready to go into whatever house you can go in to seek refuge. Because once you have that head, you're inside of a house. You're inside of a temple. All right, y'all become one flesh. All right. So you take away a part of your body. If Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai set you up with a man of the Lord, and you're trying to and you feel like you don't need that. That's the devil trying to manipulate the situation because he's trying to get at that man. So y'all have to understand, y'all women, y'all have to stay prayed up because you're the closest thing. The brothers brothers in the truth have to do this because we understand we're the closest things to each other, and the devil try to manipulate our minds to raise up against each other and create a hatred or a strife that's not even there. He does the same thing with the women, and you women need to understand that the devil will play with your mind and it has nothing to do with you. It's all about getting at the man to disrupt the word. All right. It says, so you don't want to take away your head. You don't want to take away your covering. All right. Especially if Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai placed it there for you. All right. It says, for if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if she be shamed for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. All right. So a woman should always be covered, man. All right. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image of the and glory of Yahweh, but the woman is the glory of the man. All right. So that's our glory. So if something is going on to us, just like how we're the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, if it's not in order, he's going to put it in order. That's showing love. All right. The same thing for the man and the woman. If your woman is not in order because you love her, you're going to put her in order. And I use that word love loosely because love is order. And, I'll get into that in another lesson. So, all right. So don't focus on the word love. Focus on order. Footsteps, righteousness. That's what we need to focus on. See, love is a word that was manipulated in this society to think that you have to do certain things in order to, you know, to show love. Okay? But love, it's like, I'm gonna make that a clip.